In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the AC condenser in this Honda HR-V. Let's get into it. Before you start this job, you want to bring the vehicle to a local shop to have the AC refrigerant removed from the system. Remove this panel. You want to take these push pins out. It's easiest to do this with a straight blade screwdriver. Just in the center, get the center part up. Pop those clips out. Or you could use a trim tool. Grab the panel, slide it back a little bit and then out. We're going to pop these two push pins up. Just use a straight blade screwdriver. Just get underneath here. Sometimes these break. Just pop those out. We can use a pick as well. Just pop those out. And grab this air duct. Just slide this off the air box. Just using a trim tool, I'm just going to slide this off the air box. You could use a pry bar or a screwdriver. There you go. You just slide it up, out of the way. Take this push pin out, just use a straight blade screwdriver. Get underneath. Pop that off. Take these two bolts out, use a 10mm socket. There's two clips on each side. You can just take a straight blade screwdriver, push in on those clips. And slide that off. You can see the clip right there. You just push that in, slide that out. We're going to remove the hood latch. Before we do that, I'm just going to wipe around because we want to mark that with a marker. Just use a rag, wipe off any dirt and debris. And I'll just take a marker and just trace it. We just want to put it back where we took it off. That's good. Using a 10mm socket, take these bolts out. There's a connector down below here. You want to disconnect that. Just push on the tab, slide that off, and then take the latch and just put that towards the back, out of the way. Take this bracket off, use a 10mm socket, take the bolt out. That just slides up. And the bracket on the opposite side, use a 10mm socket, take these two bolts out. Grab the bracket and slide it up. And grab the condenser. You want to lift up. Then we can slide it over. Then we can access these bolts for the lines. I'm going to reach in there. I'm going to use a 10mm ratchet wrench. off. Then you can take the line off. It's a good idea to wear safety glasses when you're doing this. There shouldn't be any refrigerant in there, but just in case. There we go, that's vacuum. It's because when you have the refrigerant removed, sometimes there's a vacuum put on the system. There we go, slide that off. And we're gonna reach down and do the same on the lower line. And we'll do the same 10mm ratchet wrench. Take that bolt out, just grab the line, give it a wiggle. Grab the condenser, and it slides right up. Now I'm gonna lubricate the O-rings just with a little AC oil. It's a good idea to replace the O-rings. These ones are in good shape though. So we're just gonna lubricate them. On the old condenser, take these little feet or grommets off and slide those on the new one. Or you can even install them in the vehicle. That's good. Then you want to drain the condenser and measure the amount of oil that comes out. Whatever comes out, you should put in the new one. If no oil comes out, you want to put 1 ounce of AC oil in the new one. Just take these caps off. And it's going to be easier to go right here. And we'll just put 1 ounce of AC oil in. Slide the condenser down. Just be careful. We'll attach the lower hose first. Get that lined up. That's good. And get the bolt started. And snug that down. If you can get a torque wrench in there, you want to torque that to 7.2 foot-pounds. Now put the top line in. Get that lined up. Make sure it's all the way seated. And take the bolt. Get the bolt started. Yeah, we'll tighten this one down. Snug that down. And if you can get a torque wrench in there, torque this one to 7.2 foot-pounds. That's good. Now line the base up. The little grommets are that you put on. Push those into the holes down below. And take this bracket, line that up. Get the bolts started. Tighten that down. If the grommet came off with the condenser, you want to take that off, put it back in the bracket. Just goes in like that. Slide that bracket in place. Install the bolt. Tighten that down. And take the hood latch. And we'll connect the connector. Lock that in. And take the bolts, get those started. Then line this up with the marks that you made when you took it off. And I'll tighten it down. Snug those down. You want to just take the hood at this time and just line that up, make sure it lines up. That looks like it's lined up good. You can also test it, close it all the way, and pop it, make sure it looks like everything's lined up good. If it's not lined up, adjust accordingly. Now we'll take the bracket, slide this over. Get that to line up. Clip it in. Screws, get those started. I'll tighten these down. And take the push pins, line that up, lock it down. Now take the intake snorkel, line this up, attach it to the air box, just push it on. It's going to line up down below. That's good right there. And take the push pins, get those lined up, lock those down. Looks good. Put the cover in place. Take all these push pins and lock those down. After you're done, you can bring the vehicle to the shop that you had the refrigerant removed for and have them recharge the system.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.